Tourists come to Japan, film a trash can that talks, or a grocery store with automated sound effects and call it genius. But imagine living here. Imagine every single object you touch bleeping, singing, or lecturing you from the moment you wake up to the moment you sleep. The toilet makes noise at you. The refrigerator makes noise at you. The escalator makes noise at you. And underneath all of this acoustic management, there's enough single-use plastic to wrap the entire country twice. Welcome to Japan's auditory and plastic nightmare, the side of the utopia that nobody films. Number 14. The Family Mart Door Chime. Every time a customer walks into a Family Mart store, there's music played. This music consists of a certain ascending 4 notes called Melody Chime Number 1, which every individual who has been in Japan for more than 48 hours knows about. It sounds when you walk in. It sounds again when you walk out. In an urban setting, it could sound hundreds of times in a single day. There are 16,000 Family Mart stores in Japan. If the store employee works an 8-hour shift, then this piece of music sounds throughout his or her entire shift. According to Family Mart, it shows their attentiveness. Employees will know that the customer walked into the shop without having to look at him or her. However, the perception of the employee, who has heard it 4,000 times in the same week, will differ from that of the tourist who records it for Instagram. Number 13. The Otohime. The Otohime, which translates to sound princess, is located in women's restrooms throughout Japan. The device creates a sound that mimics a flushing toilet and serves to cover up the biological noises that the user might otherwise feel uncomfortable with. It was invented because Japanese women had been flushing the toilet continuously in real toilets just to cover up their sounds. Instead of wasting water, the Otohime allows one to do so by playing a recorded sound. This means that each time someone visits the restroom, they'll have to press a button to make the flushing sound, knowing full well that the sound they're hearing is only an illusion. Number 12. The Talking Appliance Ecosystem. Announcement of the end of the cycle from the washing machine, a tune from the rice cooker, 5 beeps and another 5 beeps if the door is left closed for 60 seconds from the microwave. Announcement of the fridge due to the door being kept open for too long. Tones played by the cooktop regarding the target temperature and automatic shutoff. Mode announced verbally by the air conditioner when turned on. No option to turn off these sounds because they fall under the category of safety measures, which in Japan cannot be turned off. The overall acoustic environment in a Japanese home while preparing dinner has been likened to a moderately noisy open office space by noise experts. Kenji no longer hears any of these. Number 11. The Escalator Announcement. At each and every escalator in any station or mall in the country, there's an automatic message playing constantly, which reminds people to hold the handrail, watch their steps, keep everything around them safe, and do not use cell phones while they're riding the escalator. These messages play in cycles of 15 to 20 seconds. The sound level is set such that these messages can be heard above all other sounds of the station. Shinjuku Station alone has more than 50 escalators. What makes these messages so effective is that they're played continuously, creating a multi-layered sound effect. They play everywhere due to the fact that Japan's safety culture considers each injury as a failure that can be avoided. Number 10. The Melodic Road. Some rural roads have grooves carved in their asphalt surfaces that generate sounds at the correct speed limit. This is fun for tourists. To the residents whose homes lie next to these roads, however, hearing the same 30 seconds of music generated by each car that drives past at the right speed limit and at the wrong one makes this a different experience. The Hokkaido Melody Road has been officially complained about for its noise pollution, but it still exists because people started visiting the road. Number 9. The Single Banana. The production of plastic packaging waste per capita per annum in Japan comes out to be around 106 kilograms, which puts Japan in second place just after the US amongst countries within the OECD. A bunch of bananas wrapped in a layer of plastic sheeting and placed on a polyester tray, then placed in a second layer, and then again in a third layer unless refused by the consumer. 6 individual packets of cookies, one inside the other, all together wrapped in a cellophane layer. There are practical reasons behind the packaging, including extended shelf life and cultural gift-giving traditions. The packaging produced from 10 minutes of shopping at the supermarket needs to be sorted into several categories of waste. Number 8. The 12-category trash system. Based on each local municipality, there are 8 to 12 kinds of waste separated by households. Burnable, non-burnable, PET bottles, plastics not including PET, glass sorted by color, aluminum cans, steel cans, cardboard, paper, small metals, ceramics, and hazardous materials. Every material is collected on an assigned day. Bags used should always be from the designated brand. Anything sorted incorrectly will not be collected together with a note attached for proper sorting on the next pickup date. It ensures that there's an efficient recycling program. Another implication of this process is that one needs to refer to the schedule and chart to properly dispose of waste materials. This has proven to be the most difficult adjustment period in disposing of garbage for new arrivals in Japan. Number 7. The waterproof everything bag. Konbini personnel will provide plastic sleeves for wet umbrellas, a dedicated bag for items that are moisture sensitive, and an additional bag on top of the former. The reason behind such cultural behavior is the genuine intention to look after the consumer. The result is that one rainy day trip to the konbini, where one buys a sandwich and a cup of coffee, results in a total of 5 to 7 packaging materials before leaving the premises. There are umbrellas drying machines available. There are high-pressure air sleeves which dry an umbrella in 10 seconds, thus eliminating the need for the plastic sleeve altogether. However, these are present only in about 1% of places providing the plastic sleeve. Number 6. The vending machine that won't take your money. A lightly used coin worth 500 yen is not accepted. A 1,000 yen bill with a small wrinkle on it is not accepted either. An IC card which lacks funds is not accepted, and the message is clear that this is due to your mistake. There's no compromise, and there's no employee to override this error. The machine is designed to facilitate the perfect transaction. Humans do not always have the perfect transaction. Number 5. The unmutable train announcement. Over a 45-minute commute, the standard commuter will hear the same repeated stop notifications, transfer alerts, door warnings, priority seat notifications, and cell phone etiquette notices 12 to 15 times. The volume is calibrated so that the hearing impaired can hear it, non-negotiable for the rest. Kenji has taken the same route for the last 6 years. He has heard the closing door alert on his route 3,000 times. He's 31 years old. Number 4. The gift wrapping ceremony. The workers in the department store are careful about folding the wrapping paper into perfect origami shapes, attaching the season-themed ribbon, securing the package with tape in perfect angles, and handing over the perfectly packed item using both hands. The process takes from 3 to 8 minutes per transaction. Those waiting in line behind the customer getting the service watch as the line remains unmoving. It takes the receiver 12 seconds to unwrap their gift. Number 3. The automated gate that disagrees with you. In ordinary circumstances, the turnstile admits 80 persons each minute. In an exceptional situation, such as when a person presents a card that doesn't have sufficient balance, uses 2 cards at once in one purse to cause interference, or when there's any deviation from the expected norm, the turnstile slams shut. There's a red light, there's an alarm tone, there's no indication of what the problem is, except that there is one. It is 15 meters down to the staff cabin. The process goes right 99% of the time. The remaining 1% of problems are kicked out of the process altogether. Number 2. The construction apology speaker. The municipal construction is always followed by a vehicle or public address system playing a pre-recorded message repeatedly while it is happening. Thank you for your patience. Sorry for the inconveniences. Here is the contractor's name. Here is the date it will be completed. The idea seems friendly. However, living next to a construction site that lasts 2 weeks along with listening to 8 hours of pre-recorded apologies every day turns out to be hardly an easy experience for the locals. Number 1. The perfectly maintained system that cannot adapt. It's not about any specific malfunctioning gadget or packaging material. It's about the whole system's inflexibility that demands perfection. When there's no official seal on an application due to the use of a different ink, the submission is sent back. When there's a need to reroute a delivery, one needs to make a phone call during office hours from 9 to 5. A device meant for coins does not accept cards, and the device requiring cards does not recognize money. Everything here works just fine, exactly according to its specifications, with expected results. Only the human life, often not fitting into such rigid specs, produces additional friction, which the machine cannot feel, but the individual certainly can. Japan created frictionless life by designing it out of normality, embedding the result instead into everything abnormal. It is brilliant, and sometimes it just drives you mad. It turns out there's a very fine line between a genius lifestyle and a sensory asylum. But if you think Japan can come up with all these ideas on their own, you're missing the biggest plot twist of all. Most of them were stolen from somewhere else. Watch this.